I thought I started my stream and actually I did a trade and I was sure I'm live. So hello everyone, my name is Vladimir Bazhenov. Today we'll have a trading session, live trading session, and trades review session as well. I will trade mostly US futures, mostly Nasdaq and crude oil. And as you can see, I've made one trade already. Actually, it was exactly when I started the webinar. Maybe that's why I forgot to press live button. So I'm going live. So I explained this trade. I saw a nice level here. There are many bounces, nice volumes. So I decided to open a long trade here because there is a quite nice target. The minimum target, as I can expect, is 12,160, and the risk is quite low here, like around $130 risk, and we can expect around $900 profit. So it's a nice risk-reward ratio. That's why it's advisable to open a trade here. But as this level breached more, we will expect price go to 1260. I think this level, and we will watch what will happen at that level, and maybe we'll make also some trades here. I made some trades today. It was short trade and also a long trade. So I have some profit today. I hope we will make more profit today during this session. And until we wait, I'd like to review also crude oil, because there is a nice level. It's around 75.30, and I expect price can go above this level. I think it will be held, but this level is quite wide, so I will not enter from 75.30. I'm expecting price a bit lower, maybe around 75.20 or 75.15. Actually, we can look at this level at 15 minutes time frame. So I can build this level precisely. Yeah, it's around 75.20. So at this point, we can place alert. I think 75.25, and we can look at the volume, and if volumes are appropriate, we can open a trade because level is good. The whole situation on a crude oil is quite nice for going long because there is a strong level on 1 hour time frame. I can show you it. So there were many bounces from that level, and today as well you can see a bounce here. So now we are expecting a retest of that level, and if it's held, so we can buy from it, we can go long. But we need price a bit lower for that. So we can trade few more instruments if you have some ideas. If you see some nice levels at some instruments and you want to discuss it, you can send in chat. And let's discuss, let's review one trade. I've got a message from our support team that this trader is sending regularly his trades, and this trade is really nice. I'll show you. We can see like a really good profit at this trade. And what I like at this trade, I like that it's not like for 10-15 ticks. There is nice target, and the trader is waiting for the price retrace to some of the level he saw here, because if you just enter the trade any place, it means you will have a huge risk, and this trade wouldn't be as profitable as it could be. But if you wait for a retracement like here, and you open a trade according to your rules, so you can get low risk. And what I want to discuss with you is low risk trading, because in this case, when you have low risk, you can trade bigger lot, you can open bigger position, and you can gain more money. But low risk trading, it means like you will not have many trades per day. Usually I have like 2-3 signals per instrument per day maximum, because there are not much really nice strong levels from which you can trade precisely, and from which you can have a good risk-reward ratio. So today we have, for example, on a Nasdaq, we have this level at 12,060. We had that level also here around 12,120, and this level was breached, so we expect price go lower, but we will perform at this level very carefully, because there is a strong downward trend, and I do not like to go against the trend, because it can cause many losses. And also I see huge volumes here, so it means this volume can push price below, and price can go much lower. So let's wait a good confirmation here before we can open a trade here. That's why I'm looking also at crude oil, because if this level is breached, we cannot open any trade on Nasdaq anymore today, because I'm not sure I will go against a strong trend, and the breaching of this level will mean that there is a strong downtrend, and it's better not to go long. So maybe we'll have a nice opportunity to go short, but also we need a good level for that. And usually during this kind of strong downtrend, we do not see nice retracements. So it means that price can fall down dramatically without any retracements. So we will lose any opportunity to open any trade here. That's why let's see how much price breaks through that level, and then we will decide if we have any trade on a Nasdaq today. There are nice volumes, really nice, but remember, you need much bigger volumes, because for now there is a really strong resistance that pushes the price down. That's why we need nice confirmation, good level to open a long trade. And maybe also we can open a trade after retracement. So maybe now we will not open a trade immediately after the first confirmation, because the first confirmation could be a big volume here, and in this case it's not enough. What do I think about the news? I think that usually if the price goes down before the news, so on the news it can go up. That's usually happens. And I think this is the most difficult day for trading because of FOMC news. And but nice, we have nice volatility right now, so nice market fluctuations, so we can trade. Doesn't matter if there are news or no, because usually why it's difficult for trading on Wednesdays when we have this kind of news, because sometimes market is in sideways and there are no fluctuations until the news are coming out. But today we have nice volatility, so we can make trades. Let's wait for retest. Maybe we can make a trade here after a retest of 12,050. And crude oil is almost reached our level. No, I don't think we will have any long trades here anymore. The level is breached quite strongly. Only after price goes higher than 12,060 we can consider some long trades, but not for now. Even though we have huge volumes here, they are not helping us. Not in this case. Because it will be not low risk trading anymore. Like $500, $700 risk with profit will be much higher, but the probability of success in this trade is quite low. And crude oil reached our level. It's already at 75.20. but I need bigger volumes on a crude oil as well. Or maybe some kind of a retest here. I want to see a support, that price is supported by big players. I don't want to be the only buyer here. I don't have enough volume to reverse the price, so I want to see much bigger volumes. The trading is not about making a trade at every level you see. It's about to wait really nice opportunity when you have nice levels, nice volumes, you follow the trend, and only then you can have a good opportunity to make money. I think Nasdaq will go lower for now. Why you don't like S&P 500? No, I like it, but they're quite similar to Nasdaq. But Nasdaq is more profitable. So on a Nasdaq you can make trade more precisely, because it has some some features you can use, and you can make more precise trades, and also you can have better risk-reward ratio that you never achieve on S&P 500. That's why I'm trying to. Usually I trade, mostly I trade Nasdaq. They're quite similar. I can't say that Nasdaq is much better than crude oil. But Nasdaq allows you to make more precise trades and you will have better risk reward. That's why. So I can ask you why you don't like Nasdaq if you like so much S&P 500. Because we can have similar risk reward. For example, this is Nasdaq. The level is around 12,060, 65. So if we open a trade, our risk would be around 500 and reward is around $2,000. Let's look at S&P. So $1,000 risk and around $350 of $350 risk and around $1,000 of profit. But it's a bit different. I think the profit is twice less than on a Nasdaq. No, it's not an indicator for Nasdaq. You can't say so, because sometimes they are quite independent, and sometimes Nasdaq is pushing S&P. So it's not always that S&P is the strongest. Sometimes Nasdaq is stronger and it pulls S&P. Sometimes S&P is stronger. You can't say that S&P is indicator for everything. Sometimes it is so. Okay, let's look at crude oil. I don't have enough volume to open a trade at crude oil. So maybe we can make just, usually I do like that if I don't see enough volume. I just open micro contracts. This trade is not good enough to open a full contract, so we can go micro. And we can watch Nasdaq again. So we have a bounce at Nasdaq. That's good. We have nice volumes right now at the Nasdaq. I think the biggest volume. Also we have some big trades here. So we can consider a long, but we need a good entry point, and we can get a good entry point around 12,050, 12,060. So now we have to wait for a retracement, and then we can open a long trade here. Actually, the level wasn't broken through too much. 100 ticks for US session is normal breakout. It's nothing special. It's not kind of huge breakout. This is a kind of breakout you can trade, but the problem is your risk is much increased when you have more than 100 ticks breakout, even more than like 60-70 ticks of breakout. So on this kind of breakout you need like kind of another confirmation, another entry point. No, I'm not saying you're wrong because you're looking at S&P. I'm saying that they're quite independent sometimes. So sometimes it helps. Usually when I trade Nasdaq, I look S&P as well. So I never trade the only instrument, and the one chart is not enough. One asset is not enough. You have to see like some other instruments. For example, if you're trading Nasdaq, you should look at S&P as well. But you can't say that S&P, that Nasdaq will follow S&P always. They're different, you know. And it does matter that S&P has bigger liquidity has larger volumes, doesn't matter. Matters which instrument gives you more money, which instrument you can trade more precisely, correct? Because what is our goal? Our goal is to make some money, and we have to find an instrument that will give you the opportunity to get as more money as you can, with less efforts. And for me, that kind of instrument is a Nasdaq crude oil. I'm not saying that I can't trade S&P, but they're quite similar, and I know that I can achieve better results trading Nasdaq. Okay, so you can trade if you have better results trading S&P. So go on, trade S&P, because all traders are different. We have different strategies, we have different understanding, we have different education as well. So maybe for you it's better to trade S&P, but you can also consider trading Nasdaq. Just try it. It has some features that allows you to make better trades, more precise trades that you can make at S&P. I don't think you have such a big trading volume that you should trade only S&P 500. I'm sure you can use your trading volume as well at Nasdaq. Okay, let's wait for a retest on the Nasdaq. I think we can try to open one more long trade here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I don't like it. It doesn't go my way. We can make one more attempt on around 12,040. And I think we got a stop loss at crude oil as well. It goes lower. That's why I didn't open a full contract trade on a crude oil, because I wasn't sure that this trade can bring me a nice profit. Okay, we can make one more attempt at Nasdaq. I think the last one. The risk is around $200, and we will try to get profit even higher than 12,084. I think price can go much higher. but not this time. So if the price pierces the level like many times, probably I will not make any more trades here, because I need a good confirmation, and it may happen many times that price can break through the level a little bit, and we are not trying to catch every breakthrough, or we can call it a false breakthrough. See, they look similar, Nasdaq and S&P. Even the location of volumes are quite similar. Yeah, this is very nice volume. I think price can go a bit higher. But I'm not sure we can make another trade here, because I don't see a proper reaction. The volumes are good, but the reaction is not good here. So reaction on the market, reaction on the level is not appropriate. So guys, if you have some trades for review, you can send, because I think that we will have 20-30 minutes until we can have another trade on Nasdaq. Actually, I traded similar scenario today, a bit earlier. There was also breakthrough, also nice volumes, and then we get a proper reaction on the level. And here the price stays at the level too long. So depending on how long the price stays at the level, we can say about the reaction, if it is appropriate or no, if it matches your scenario or no. In this case, I can't say it matches my scenario, that's why I'm skipping this trade. We can expect some other levels, or we can wait for another retracement. There are really nice volumes at the crude oil. But the problem is the reaction is not good. So it means the price can go lower but usually this volume is enough for opening a trade. So when we can open a trade here, because I don't see a proper reaction, maybe it happened later, maybe it will happen, but we will not make this kind of risky trade. I have one scenario here. So we are expecting price go higher than 75 or 74.96, and then we can buy on a retracement. So we will have a confirmation. We will see the power of buyers because the price can go back into the range. And for now, we can't predict if it comes to this range again, or it will continue to decline. So in this case, when you are not sure, you don't have to buy immediately, because even after it goes higher, even if it goes up to 75.80, there is still a chance that you will get a retracement, and still you can open a precise trade, maybe not as precise as we can open here from the big volume, but you will have the bigger probability of a success in this kind of trade. So now we are expecting price go higher, and then we will wait for a rebound to a level, I think around 74.96, and there could be a good trade as well. Because if we open trade somewhere at 0.75, 0.08, we'll get a risk around 40 ticks, $400. Our reward will be around $700, and the risk reward ratio is not so nice. But to get a better risk reward ratio, we have to make a trade from a nice level. Even if price passes through this level once, like if it goes higher to 75.80, anyway, when it goes down to a point of 74.96, for example, we will check this level later. We will look at it later, but we will have more confidence in that trade. So just let's wait. Anyway, we have some time here. There is no need to rush. I will set some alerts here, and let's look back at the Nasdaq. This is really nice volume. I think there is a big chance for a Nasdaq to rise here. And usually, actually, another reason why these days difficult for trading, because sometimes, like few hours before news, before this FOMC news. The price goes in a sideways, and there are no fluctuations anymore until the news is coming out. So maybe it will happen here with the Nasdaq. We will have no nice moves until the news. It happens sometimes. But anyway, if there is sideways, so we can trade this range. We can trade false breakouts of that kind of range if it happens. And it will be really nice trades. So let's wait if this sideways is formed. It could happen here. Even if it's not so wide, like I think we can have some kind of range here, and we can trade at the edges of this range. I'm not considering any short here because there are no good levels to open a short trade, but because there is a good nice level for opening long trades, we will consider only long trades here on this sideways. Guys, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. We have a lot of time. And I have already told you I have created a Telegram chat. I will give you one more time a link. So you can use this chat for sending me trades for a review. Yeah, it starts but don't go. That's the problem. So it doesn't have enough power to go now. And it means that we can have one more breakdown of the minimum of the day today. But usually that happens before the news, because if it happens like on a day when we don't have this kind of news, I think the reaction will be much faster. We don't have to wait so long until price goes somewhere. And I think for some time we will have kind of a sideways here. So it starts but it doesn't go. And if it happens, it means the price can go lower, and then it can go again lower. And if we enter at every time price reaches the bottom of the range, we can have many stop losses here. That's why it's better to have a proper confirmation, maybe to expect to wait until price makes a move, like a big move, and then we can wait for a retracement. And the same happens on S&P 500, similar situation. But I think that Nasdaq looks even stronger. See that Nasdaq already reached the previous maximum, and it doesn't happen on the S&P 500. So I am not sure who is indicator here. Today maybe Nasdaq will go first, maybe no, let's see. That's why you can't look at one instrument and trade another one, because sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, anyway you have to watch S&P, because it's like the indicator for the whole market. But it does mean that if you see a move or some volumes at S&P, you can open a trade at Nasdaq or any other instrument. Anyway, if you trade in Nasdaq, you have to watch Nasdaq and look at the volumes you see at Nasdaq, not at S&P. But if you want to open a trade on Nasdaq and you have the similar situation on S&P, it really helps. So if it coincides, yeah. But if it doesn't, usually it's better to skip that kind of trade. But if it coincides, yeah, it could be a really nice opportunity. Do you understand me? Like here, if we see really nice volumes at the bottom of the movement on the Nasdaq, and the same we have nice volumes at S&P, so it's like it's a match. And then we have to find a moment for opening a trade. And sometimes, and usually, not sometimes, usually it's the most complicated task. Because if you don't have experience, you want to open a trade immediately after you see nice volumes or nice level. Okay, you bought from 4,000, but you have this risk. Am I right? So you have around 10 points of risk here. But I'm sure even if price go higher, you can get a retracement here and you can have better entry point. So the point is, in low risk trading, you have to wait. Sometimes you miss the opportunity. Yes, it happens. For example, if price just jumps here and never comes back, I will miss the opportunity here. But my risk will be much less if I wait for a retracement and I can make a more precise trade, because I'm not sure now that price can go up dramatically right now. I don't have this confidence here. And I think it can go even a bit lower, because you remember today we have very strong news and everything can happen here. The volatility could be much more than we see now, and it means that you will get a stop loss and you will lose your trade, and you will lose the opportunity to open another one, probably. So I prefer to wait for a nice opportunity when I have really low risk. And I think buying from 4,000 is not a nice idea, because there is a level of resistance. So the first target in this trade would be around 5 points, and the risk is around 10 points. Yeah, this is all happens because of this news, I know. Usually it reacts much faster. Because there are no confidence in anyone until the news is coming out. That's why the market is in a sideways, because everybody is afraid to make some big moves, to open big trades. But it does mean that we cannot have good trades. It means that we have to be more patient during these days until we get really nice opportunity. So S&P broke through the first resistance, and maybe we'll be lucky today. The same happens at Nasdaq. It goes back to a wider range. And now we can expect some kind of a retracement and open a long trade on a retracement. Your first target is 4,030. Let's look at it. But you know, the problem is with the big targets during this kind of news that usually price updates the lows and highs. So I can suggest you not to expect that kind of big profit, because before price reaches that level, it can go a bit lower. But the first target, I think that real target you can get is around 4015, 17. And second target, I think if price goes through 4020, you can get much bigger target here. And I can suggest you don't close at 4030. You can wait price at 4050 or even 60. So the second target is here. This is our first target. And then we can expect price goes to 4090. But the real target before the news is here. If price goes to 4030, it will definitely go higher. So no need to close it at 4030, believe me. You can check it later. Because the price goes, usually price goes from one level to another one. And I don't see any level at 4030. Let's look at the trading view. So you're saying your target is 4030. I don't see any level there. So you can make it bigger if price goes to 4030. I'm sure it will go higher. But I'm not sure it will go immediately. I think there is a possibility that it will update the day low, day minimum. It will go again to 3990. Because look at this reaction. There is a level of resistance. And I can't say it was broken through properly. It looks like a false breakout, which means the price can decline here and go maybe to 3995 or even lower, or it can update this low. And I want to announce that probably I will make these trading sessions weekly. So next week I'll try to make the similar session. And if you liked, you can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next trading session. And also if you have some trades or some questions, you can prepare and you can send it to a Telegram channel. You can find the link in this chat, or you can find a link in description for this video. And for now I think that's all, because I'm not sure we can have in nearest future any other trades, because the level for going long on a Nasdaq is a bit lower. So I think I can open another trade only around 12,020 or 25. I will not open any trades before that. And the same I can say about, similar I can say about S&P. But the difference, I will reveal you a secret. Usually the difference between those two instruments, that Nasdaq will go lower, so you can get better price, and Nasdaq and S&P may not go lower than 3,995. So it means you will not have as precise as possible the entry point. You will not have as precise as you can have at Nasdaq. That's why I prefer to trade Nasdaq, because you can get better entry point. But maybe the same will happen on an S&P today. Let's just look at it. Wait, we can place some alerts at these two levels. And probably, I think there is a big probability that price will rise today and it will go higher. But I think it may happen only after news. And before the news, we can see some sideways on both of instruments. And I think we will be lucky if price just jumps here higher without any retracement. Yeah, there are no power yet. And I don't think we will see any power before the news. That's the problem. So next session, I think we can switch our sessions to Thursdays, because this FOMC news usually happens on Wednesdays. And sometimes I forget to look at calendar, and better to make a nice proper day for trading, like Thursday is also a good day, and we can have these trading sessions on Thursdays. So maybe next session we will make on Thursday, because there are never FOMC news at Thursdays. There are also nice news that can move the market, and we can trade them. And market reacts much better than today, because we will have better reaction, faster reaction, so we can make more trades in this hour we have for live session. Because if there are no power at the market, what can we do? And I don't think the price will stop at 4,012 today. Yes, there is the biggest volume, day's volume. But I think we can have the price much higher, somewhere between 4,020 and 4,015. You mean the best day? What do you mean? The biggest profit, or the best day for trading? The best day for trading is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The worst day is Friday, and Mondays, it's average. So the best days for trading is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But sometimes on Wednesdays we have this kind of news, and I prefer to skip this kind of days because you can wait for a trade many hours and you will not get any. But actually I have profit today because European session gave me nice signals. Yeah, best days of the week is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There are 3 best days. The worst day is Friday. I don't know why. I think it's because it's before the weekends, and usually market is there are no fluctuations at the market, so it's in kind of sideways, no power, and the moves are happen only on some kind of news. So usually I prefer to skip Friday. Usually I'm trying not to trade on Fridays. And what is your best day? Guys, you can tell us your best days of the week. Does someone has best day as Friday, for example, or Monday? Yeah, Thursday is good. Tuesday is good. Tuesday is also good, yeah. Now, I think on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays you can trade even before news, because you can predict where the price can go. The most unpredictable is FOMC news. The rest of the news you can predict. It's not difficult. And if you have a strong level, you can trade before news. I mean, a level that you see on a 1 hour time frame or higher, like 4 hours time frame or daily, so you can get nice entry point. Okay, guys, I hope to see you next time. I think if you choose a proper date without this kind of news, we'll have better trades, because I don't see any opportunity now. The market is in like narrow range, sideways. It goes nowhere. And even big volumes are not pushing market to any side. So we can choose next week. I think we will make on Thursday. Have a good day. You can subscribe to channel so you don't miss our next session, and you can prepare trades for a review. You can go also, you can subscribe to our Telegram channel, where we can discuss trades and market opportunities. So have a good day and see you next time.